Welcome back, guys, to another Tesla video. We finally got more details on the Autopilot, ride hail, etc. We got some pretty big news today, especially ARK Invest is coming in talking about the ride hail projects. Along with, we do have more news on the Tesla Autopilot along with the chips, which is pretty important. If you guys have really bad chips in your vehicles, the cars will not be doing really well. But if you have like the best chips manufactured by some of the best companies, your autonomous vehicle will be doing much better than the other guys, especially how if you want to have a good Robotaxi fleet, you don't want there to be errors because that would be very dangerous and very costly. Right now, the Tesla bull ARK Invest is estimating that autonomous ride-hail services will be generating roughly $1 trillion in revenue by 2030. Quick little note about ARK Invest. These are the guys that bought Tesla several years ago when no one even cared about Tesla. When Tesla pre-split price was like $200, they actually bought in. And now Tesla's pre-split price is roughly $4,000, $4,300. So they made an absolutely load of money from Tesla, like 2,000–3,000% gains ARK Invest got from Tesla stock. And by the way, ARK Invest, their ETFs are very good. If you check on Robinhood, their ETF ARKK and also ARKW, those guys have been generating a ton of revenue. Like the line just keeps going up. It's probably like one of the best performing ETFs on Robinhood that's not leveraged. So whatever ARK Invest is saying, it usually comes true. They're super accurate, especially when it comes to Tesla. And they have been saying right now that this Robotaxi fleet market will generate more than $1 trillion by 2030. Now, ARK Invest also forecasts that other auto manufacturers will be going into the autonomous EV platform. This is becoming more and more popular lately. This could generate roughly $250 billion in earnings by 2030. And also fleet owners like you and me who buy like a Model 3 and rent it out as a Robotaxi could generate $70 billion annually by the next decade. What I like about Tesla's Robotaxi fleet is it's actually accessible. If you buy any other vehicle in the market right now, you're not going to be getting Autopilot that allows you to drive autonomously in intermetropolitan cities. You could get like lane assist and maybe some sensors, but that's about it. If you want a true Autopilot vehicle right now, you're gonna have to buy a Tesla and buy their $10,000 Autopilot software. What's even better is since Musk is promising full autonomy by the end of the year, I'm thinking we may be seeing a Robotaxi fleet sometime in 2022 or 2023. It's going to be depending on the cities. Some cities will allow it, some would not. I have a feeling that Las Vegas will be the first city that allows this because they already allow Lyft and Momentus, which is another autonomous Robotaxi fleet, to operate there. And that is big. ARK's research has also suggested that these ride-hail platforms will be making a lot of money. And why would we ever not want to be doing money with ride-hail? Because you could buy a Tesla Model 3 or Autopilot for $48,000, and you could also rent it out as a Robotaxi we're not using it and generate roughly $10–$20,000 per year. After 2 years, you basically get the car for free, and during that 2-year period, Tesla also makes a ton of money from your ride-hail services, because every time when someone gets in the vehicle, let's say you get $10, Tesla probably gets 10% or 5% of that cut, and that's how they make money. Uber and Lyft are such big industries, but if there's this fully autonomous Robotaxi network, I feel like it's definitely going to take off, especially during this whole pandemic. Everyone is doing social distancing. Everyone just simply don't want to be near anyone. And I've seen several polls about how several individuals are very comfortable with Robotaxis with no drivers inside. I have a feeling that the first initial Robotaxi network will most likely require a driver to be inside, and then eventually no driver and the vehicle will just drive by itself everywhere. You also have other autonomous driving vehicle companies like AutoX, who already has several vehicles driving around fully autonomously in Shenzhen. You have Google's Waymo project. They're also going fast. You do have other companies, and you'll have smaller autonomous vehicle companies in America, several LiDAR companies. It's a really big industry here. I think this is going to be growing at a rapid pace, and eventually it will lead to one road, which is the Robotaxi network. Everyone wants to be making money from a Robotaxi. Who wouldn't want to be making a few $1,000s every few months? That just seems super appealing. Imagine a vehicle could make this much money for you without you having to lift a finger. And also it's fully electric, meaning there's less maintenance, and also charging it from 0 to 100% is way cheaper than gasoline. And best of all, it's eco-friendly, which is great. Lastly, let's talk about the chips, because Samsung is now partnering up with Tesla, and these two companies will be trying to make a brand new 5 nanometer chip for self-driving. This is what the reports are saying. And right now, there's a lot of rumors and leaks about how Tesla could be planning on a really incredible next generation self-driving chip. And there was a report about this a few months ago. TSMC, which is the Taiwan semiconductor company, will be partnering up with this deal as well, and they most likely will be making a ton of the chips. There's also really new reports from Korea that Tesla is with Samsung on a 5 nanometer chip for self-driving. And Samsung is already Tesla's partner for the production of the current chips in its hardware 3.0 computer. The Autopilot and the self-driving chips right now are actually made by Samsung, so it's very likely that they're partnering up once again to make even better chips, because Tesla wants to be reaching full autonomy by the end of 2021, and you can only do that if you have a very good chip. At this current moment, the chip that we have is the 14 nanometer technology, and we could be seeing the 7 nanometer chips, and lastly the 5 nanometer chips, which are the more recent technology. It has only started to be in some products like the Apple's iPhone 12, but that's honestly about it. If Tesla could pull this off and get 5 nanometer chips for their self-driving vehicles, I think Tesla is definitely going to succeed. That's about it, guys. This is all of like the self-driving Robotaxi news. There's also smaller things like Tesla is increasing the software and also upgrading it every 5 to 10 days. That's also something really good. We also could be seeing Tesla increasing the Autopilot price from 10 grand to 12 grand, which will make it extremely expensive. We also should be seeing subscription programs for the Autopilot. Some people simply want to subscribe to the Autopilot for 1 month. Let's say they're going from point A to point B. Let's say they're doing like a really long distance trip or like a family vacation for a whole month. It's really nice to have Autopilot with you to make everything a lot safer and a lot easier. So you could be launching a subscription program, which will make a ton of money. Some people who use a subscription program may like the Autopilot so much to the point that they will just straight up buy it, which would be pretty awesome. Comment below. Thanks for watching. Definitely subscribe. More Tesla news coming in. We try to make daily videos as soon as possible, and we have more news coming in about Tesla, major price upgrades, the batteries, battery farms, battery production, and also vehicle manufacturing. We also should be seeing more news about that Model S refresh, which the exterior looks pretty nice. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.